I'm Cathy, the Clumsy Soaper. Today, I'd like to share on how I made this soap. I originally planned for a funnel pour, but the new FO that I used accelerated the trace, so I ended up with a funnel fluff soap. I would also like to share on how I improvised a partition for the slab mold using corrugated plastic boards. Before we start, I'd like to thank you for subscribing and joining me again this week. If you are new here in my channel, please consider subscribing and joining our mini family for a weekly soap making video, DIY tutorials, or recipe sharing from me. Soap making is my passion, so I would really appreciate if you can join me in my soap making journey so we can learn and grow together. So, let's get started! Both the lye and oil are in room temperature now, so we can slowly and carefully pour the lye solution into the oil mix. Next, gently stir using a spatula, and once the solution had emulsified, pour the fragrance oil. Pour into premix colorants in oil. Then, let's divide the emulsified solution into 5 parts. Next, continue to stir the solution to properly disperse the colorants and obtain a light trace butter. I poured a portion of the white butter into a squeeze bottle so that I can easily pour it into the sides of the mold. For the rest, I use the faux funnel technique where I will be layering the colors on top of each other, starting from the edge going to the center of the mold. At this point, the butter started to thicken already, so I really have to work as fast as I can. So I just have to repeat the whole process of layering as I've shown you until the mold is completely filled up. Here I prepared gold mica in oil and squirted that into some portions of the soap just for highlight and contrast. And now we're ready to add the improvised partition that I made using a corrugated plastic board. I was thinking if we can make a mold out of corrugated plastic board, we can also use that to make partitions into a slab mold. So let's try that for today. And for today's project, I only spent less than $3, $2 for the improvised soap mold. This soap mold is a box that I found in the $2 shop, and of course I spent less than $1 for the wax paper liner and for the corrugated board. If you would like me to share with you on how did I improvise the partition, do let me know. Leave it down in the comment section below, and I'll do another separate video on that just to share that with you. After 2 days, we are ready to unmold our soap. This is how it looks like after unmolding. So for today, since we used an improvised partition, we don't need to cut our soap. All we have to do is to just slide it out away from the partition, and this is how it looks like. The edges are smooth and nice, and so I'm really very happy. You all know that soap cutting is one of my biggest problem in soap making, and today my problem is solved. I'm so happy. And that leads me to the question of the week. Let me know on what do you think about the improvised partition. Is it a clever or never? Write it down in the comment section below. And now we are on the last bar. To remove the last bar, what I did was to take out the partition one by one instead of sliding it out. And as you can see, for the partition, you can just easily dismantle and assemble this when you need it. And we can also reuse this by just cleaning it up. All we have to do is to just wipe it with a damp paper towel, let it dry, and it's ready for your next project. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed what I shared, please leave a like and a comment below. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon to keep you posted of my weekly uploads. Until next time, bye-bye and happy birthday to those who will be celebrating their birthdays this month. God bless!